What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchet REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. So excited about this video. If you're new to us
And we new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys. All right, join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
IShowSpeed has been doing these nationwide trips for a minute now, but when he went to the second most populated country in the world, I did not think it would go like this. Speed has been branching into different worlds that his peers just won't do. I mean, 98% of creators are not going to go from country to country and have positive relationships with whoever they interact with. We know about the streamers who do worldwide travel, and they're more so being a menace. But IShowSpeed is being a diplomat, even getting praised by the Chinese government for his attempts at fixing relations between China and U.S. About streaming.
You're telling me bro got positive social credits just for stepping foot on China and filming it. What other streamer can do this? What other streamer receives praise from my boy Xi Jinping himself? Yo, Speed is him.
And this is no disrespect to them, but while a lot of streamers are staying at home, doing their version of some sort of subathon, you know, making music, staying stateside, IShowSpeed to the international.
No salt on the streamers at the spot. No salt on the streamers at the spot, because they bring big people to their spot.
They do.
Right? And the recognition that they allow for other people to have is just as big. Shout out to Speed, because that's big as well. That's influential. You know what I'm saying? That's huge.
Right. I feel like with him, people have watched him over the years, right? And he created this character. I hope it's a character. Y'all know he stressed me out every time we watch a video.
Yeah.
But he created this character, and people want to be by that character.
Yeah,
you know. So I like what he's doing.
Yeah, shout out to that.
It's be a little
Literally.
Yeah, I feel like he's just that. It's like he immerses himself into his emotion. He's very expressive.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
A global phenomenon at this point, and I don't think that it should be understated as to how impactful this is. We're talking about the heights that streamers can bring themselves to by, you know, collaborating with this rapper, that rapper, this celebrity, that celebrity. But what happens when you're able to go to different countries like, I don't know, Indonesia, Brazil, Britain, China, and still have the same success and notoriety that you do have in America? What does it look like when you're able to go to different countries and celebrate their different religious holidays like IShowSpeed did at the end of Ramadan?
Been liking it as well, y'all. Everybody, oh yeah, happy Eid Mubarak to everybody in the chat. Happy Eid to y'all, man.
The thing about these countries is that they don't see a lot of these types of celebrities quite often. They get the Steph Currys, they get the LeBron James every once in a while. But because their relationships with these American companies aren't the best, it's not like a lot of people get to see them quite often. Hell, in China, YouTube is banned. So I'm questioning how they even know IShowSpeed. I know their TikTok is different, which really speaks to how big he is.
What about Twitter? Is Twitter banned? Yeah, I think Twitter is banned. Twitter is banned in China.
I don't know, but Facebook too.
I think Facebook is banned too.
Well, we know they use TikTok. So
they got Redbook.
Oh, that app.
They got Redbook, but is Speed on Redbook?
Yeah, I don't know.
How do they get so much information about American content if they got most of our social media platforms blocked?
I don't know.
Wow.
And not only the fact is he able to have that type of motion, IRL, where people are coming and surrounding him like that, but the fact that when streamed to public news, there are 4 million people watching in combination with the millions of people that he has on his stream, which is a crazy thing to say because having millions of people on your stream, 4 million people. IShowSpeed literally have more people watch him than like an NBA Finals game. Now, when you have that much clout in a country that can't even watch your content, let alone really know who you are, you have to be doing something special. You have to be getting praised worldwide.
Bro, ain't no chat. Somebody streaming my stream on a Chinese TikTok Douyin, and they have 1 million viewers. Somebody just sent me the screenshot.
See?
That is insane right now.
Yeah.
They said we got our ways.
Okay? This is why he's getting the respects of the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, telling him happy birthday, which is a dream come true for him. But even more so now, he is afforded different opportunities than any other streamer has. He's basically gone to China and become a worldwide phenomenon over there.
We'll get copyrighted. We'll get copyrighted.
I know you ain't gonna do that. Is that him with
Yeah, he got like a,
For one, there are bad relations between the U.S. and China. And I know it sounds crazy, but the tweets of the Chinese government praising IShowSpeed can go a very long way. I've seen streamers do things this past year or past couple years that I never thought were possible. And it might be crazy to say now, but in 10, 15 years, it might not be so crazy to think that IShowSpeed or DDG or hell, Kai Cenat, Aiden Ross could be the one to mend relationships between the United States and other countries.
But that's what I was just about to say. Sometimes when you look at what social media influencers are doing, you know, like compared to what the government have relationships with other countries and continents and whatnot, it's like it's beyond us. We can't even fathom what they got going on, because the relationship that we have with the people is what's needed to keep the whole formula moving at a good pace. You know what I'm saying? That's how the relationship is going to maintain.
Exactly.
They want to mess stuff up at the top. We want to mend stuff at the bottom.
And that's why when we talk about all of these, you know, wars, this culture versus this culture, it's y'all, come on, let's just come together and learn about each other.
Right.
Don't have to be a comparison, just learn.
My thing is, whenever these wars pop off, who put y'all at the table to start these feuds? Because if I wasn't at the table at the beginning, why would I involve myself in something that doesn't necessarily help the people come together? I wasn't at the table at the beginning.
Right.
I don't want to eat from that plate.
And you know, most of the time, well, I can only speak about us, right?
Right.
All of the elected officials, all of them don't represent the true interests of their constituents.
That's it. Sad. That's what it is, though.
Look what's going on now.
But because of Speed and other big people, the people love America in a different way because of the representation of social media influencers when they land.
Right.
That's hard.
Average
That's
people.
hard. Average
people.
That's us.
American streamer Speed is in China, and he has been completely at awe at how developed the country is. For many Americans, the image we're given of China is that of a dirt poor country of brainwashed people and bike riders. Speed is showing to his American audience the complete falsity of this narrative. As any unbiased tourist will tell you, China at this point is far more developed than the US and Europe. Traveling from these countries to China makes you feel like you're stepping decades or even centuries into the future.
That coming out my mouth just it sounds so crazy, but it could possibly be true. One of the ways that they could be doing this is by going over and respecting the culture. Now, unlike other content creators, which we'll get to in 2 seconds, IShowSpeed is taking this trip or other trips very seriously. He is going to sacred grounds. He is having conversations with the people. He is interacting with them in a very respectable manner.
Wait, I get married? Congratulations on y'all married. Hey, can I take the honor to take one of y'all pictures for y'all marriage? There you go. Pictures look nice and good. Oh, Steve,
This is.
Oh my God, look at that city. That looks beautiful, bro. This is what China looks like. This is China right here. I ain't gonna cap. This looks fire.
He like to do some flips.
Remember, not 2 years ago, it was extremely difficult for an American to move around in China. I mean, there were visa restrictions, there were laws set in place. So the fact that he's even over here having random dance battles in the streets speaks volumes to what he's able to do. Another reason why this is a big deal to me is because there's a big misunderstanding between Chinese people and American people. And I'm specifically talking about Black American people. And you know what they're going to do. You know what they're going to say.
You said what? You're racist?
Yes, I'm a killer. I'm so sorry about that. But I love your girlfriend because your girlfriend is white people.
Wait, what?
She said she's sorry.
Yeah.
I'm confused. What she
Pause.
talking about?
Yeah. Pause. Because when you understand that a different word play is different in other locations, people don't really use them as the same way.
Yeah.
Racist is a real high profile word that, you know, is meaning one way. I don't know what you're
Right.
using for, but
It sounded like she was trying to say it in a good way. I don't know.
yeah, and she was smiling and she was looking on them. But what person gonna come up to you and say they racist and they look like they fanning over you?
Or maybe she saying that she like him.
What's another word for racist then? I don't got one.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Wait, you gotta love it.
Nah, that's dead on the nail.
Obviously, that's mad racist. But to be honest with you, what do we expect? Like, the perception of black content creators, black streamers, or black entertainment that has been fed to them, I would presume to be some of the most negative or disgusting, you know, bits and pieces of it. Only because there's big propaganda engines and, you know, they're not able to freely search on YouTube to see exactly what all black culture is, etc., etc. So they've only gotten skewed versions as to what goes on in there. And then when you have content creators like Johnny Somali over there, you know, doing some of the most disgusting things in nearby countries like Korea or Japan.
Out the people country playing like that.
Boy.
It makes sense why they would think that some of this stuff is okay to say or some of these actions are what streamers like. But what IShowSpeed is doing is being one of the first people to lead the charge in dispelling any of those narratives. I would say that his international tours are the yin to Johnny Somali's yang, and what he's doing is potentially, I'm not saying you could break a woman who is actively saying she is a killer and she is openly racist, but the fact that she is able to see a good representation and, you know, this still be broadcast to the public makes her look crazy and makes IShowSpeed look good. So not only is he building the relationships between the United States and these countries, but he's also building the relationships between black Americans in these other countries.
Representation.
Sort of propagandist narrative.
For years, the West has demonized China as this poverty-stricken land with no access to human rights. But with people like IShowSpeed and other celebrities traveling there showing the exact opposite, it's starting to make the US look a little bit like in and of itself.
I know it's going to sound crazy, but what IShowSpeed is doing is unprecedented, and he's paving a way for not just streamers and content creators to be accepted in these countries, but it's a possibility that he is breaking the mold so that African Americans who aren't accepted in other countries can go over there and live freely. Hell, even a vacation would be nice without being met with some sort of racism. And the only person that could do this is a streamer of his caliber who has this sort of international appeal. What Speed is doing shouldn't be taken lightly and should get way more respect and credit than it is right now.
Definitely.
Facts. So we're gonna start with that. Make sure you guys go check his channel out. And if you ever land in China and they start screaming speed, they mean well.
Right, because what they call you?
Floyd Mayweather? They call Floyd for sure.
Yeah, they call him Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Child.
It's crazy.
I don't know. But I do like him showing that. You know, now he is a little out there with his character, but I like him showing that because I want to go to South Korea. You know, the South. If I didn't make that clear. South Korea, right? And it do worry me as being an African American woman because I've seen some things, and I don't like people in my personal space like that with touching my hair and telling me I'm too dark.
Oh no.
You know, so I do like him going there and just showing the interactions that he's having with the people.
Yeah. Gotta debunk a lot of stuff that happened, especially because of television. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gotta debunk it.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.